Welcome to West Summerlin. Hey guys, right now we are in Summerlin West and we are going to show you guys some affordable luxury homes.
Now, if you haven't been into Summerlin, Summerlin is divided into three segments of Summerlin. There's North, South, and West Summerlin. Summerlin West is the farthest or highest up in elevation, which is what makes it so special. And it also has the most amount of newly built homes going on right now. Today, we're gonna be showing you a community in the newest village called Grand Park.
I'm Vicki.
And I'm Kyle.
And we help hundreds of people buy, sell, and invest here in Las Vegas.
Y podemos ayudarte también.
And we can help you too. We are currently at Summerlin West at one of the brand new villages, and it is just such a perfect day. So we're so excited to take you guys on this tour. This is the 2090 model.
If you're not familiar with Summerlin, it's divided into a bunch of little villages, which are like large suburbs where some villages only have one or two builders or custom homes, whereas other villages will have numerous home builders and numerous neighborhoods inside of that village. This current village that we're standing in is Grand Park because they are building a 915-acre Grand Park, a giant park that's going in just down the street about 1 mile from this exact location. So you could walk there and enjoy just living there when you're living here. So let's check this one out.
What's great about this room is it is on the first floor. You have your slider closet and this window where you can see the entire backyard.
What's great about this kitchen is it's completely open to the dining room. I know when I fix food, I'm watching the kids, watching the TV. I'm pretending to cut with my fake cutting knife here on the counter. And there's an eat-in bar right here, so your kids or your guests could sit there. Or this is just a great place to lay out all your hors d'oeuvres and snacks for a party or for Super Bowl or something. But it's just really open, just refreshing. Lots of natural light in here. And I'm not talking about the beer. I'm talking about the lighting coming in from the walls. It'd be funny if we had a case of Natty.
Natty light?
Yeah, Natty, yes. But anyways, plenty of Natty light in here. But no, it really is bright and just feels really light and refreshing and airy in here. It's a great vibe. But let's take you upstairs and see what that's like.
Right, so this is a really nice size loft area that actually takes you to the balcony.
And that's what's special about this community is KB Homes is the home builder that we're at today. They do have a similar model to this other places in town, but these ones specifically here in Summerlin come with an awesome balcony because there's so many great views. Like, look at this view outside if you can get it. You're getting a view currently of Red Rock Canyon. If you know about Red Rock Canyon, it's incredible.
So then on the top floor, you actually have 3 bedrooms, and this one right here, if you follow me, has a great view of the balcony and of course of all of Red Rock, and nice slider closet, good size space. And across the way, you have the 2nd bedroom upstairs with an actual walk-in closet as well. And you'll notice that upstairs, all 3 bedrooms are not directly touching one another, really. You do have a closet that kind of separates this bedroom to the primary bedroom. So it'll actually be a lot more quiet from room to room. It's not going to be so loud because the rooms aren't directly touching one another. And then you have this bathroom up here with the shower and tub. Your washer and dryer will also be located upstairs as well.
Another fan favorite, people love doing their laundry upstairs nowadays, and instead of having to go downstairs or a garage or wherever, they can just be right near their room, fold it and put it away. Makes life living much easier. Makes living life much easier, is what I meant to say.
And then the primary. So this primary actually has 2 closets This is probably his closet because it's smaller.
You mean mine. We're not
His closet.
using any royal pejoratives here. We just mean it could be anyone's closet.
And then let me show you.
Yeah, this bathroom suite's pretty cool.
What I would choose for my closet would be right here.
Again, this is one of my personal pet peeves. If you stand back, they didn't frame a door here, so you might have to add that later. If you are in a relationship with someone that might be showering early in the morning, there's no privacy door here, so you might hear them banging around, putting their makeup on, taking a shower. No offense to you, we both get up at the same time, but I know that that was a struggle when we lived different jobs and lifestyles. Other than that, it's an absolutely beautiful and spacious bathroom. And a beautiful shower with a bench in it. And then the water closet off to the side. But you don't need to see the toilet.
Now let's go check out the backyard.
The first thing that you're going to notice is there's a nice little covered patio, so if you want to put a seating area like they did, or if you want to put a dining table or something, you most certainly can. And then, of course, you'll notice another thing, that these backyards are really spacious, so they could easily fit a small swimming pool. Of course, this community does have, or it doesn't currently have, but once it's completed being built, there will be an architectural design committee, or basically you just need to get approval from the HOA if you can put a pool in. So it's important to note that any major changes that you're going to want to do here, you will need to get approval for, even if it is in your backyard. That's just something you might want to note. So the beauty of it, though, is that these have been built with enough space to do so, whereas other builders might not have given you enough space with the 3-foot setback. You could tell there's a 4.5 or 5-foot setback here, so there's plenty of room to put a pool in the backyard, or a large swim spa, or something like that, or just any other activities that you want.
Welcome back to the office, and we are showing you the map of Las Vegas. Of course, it's oriented north, south, east, and west. And here's the 15 freeway coming up from California. And if you aren't familiar with how to get to Summerlin, you could get there a couple ways, but the main two ways are if you're going to South Summerlin and Summerlin West, or Central Summerlin, you're going to usually take the 215 freeway, which is a really neat freeway because it kind of starts over here in Henderson and then it wraps around the whole city like that. So it's kind of like it goes around the perimeters of town, but as you reach the west side of town, that's on this side of town, you're going to be kind of cruising past most of Summerlin here. And this is older Summerlin, or Summerlin North. That's where Summerlin originally started. And then here is Summerlin West. As you can see right here, it says Summerlin West on the map. And then if you see all this cut up dirt where all these lines are, those are future neighborhoods that are being built. And today the community that we're visiting is in this section here. So it almost feels like it should be North Summerlin, but it's much further west of the North Summerlin area. And so you would typically be coming to Summerlin from one of two ways from the 15 if you're coming north from southbound area like California, for example. And you would, or if you're coming from Arizona, you would take this 215 freeway and then it would wrap all the way around until it passes. This is Charleston Road right here. That's the road that takes you to Red Rock Canyon, the National Conservation Area. You can see Red Rock right here on the video. It's red. I mean, it's orange in this photo, but it's pretty red in person. And if you didn't know, fun fact, that's due to the oxidized or rusted iron or oxidized iron that's found in the rocks that turns them orange, like rust is red. Similar thing. So you would take this freeway or the second freeway that you'd find if you came from downtown. This is downtown Las Vegas here. Here's the Strip. Everyone's familiar with the Strip. Here's the airport. So if you came up the 15, you'd then take the 95 freeway. Everyone calls it the 95. Forget what your map says. You're going to learn some local lingo today. You take that 95 north, and then and that's the reason we call it the 95 north, is because it turns into the 95 north that takes you up to Reno and Tahoe. But anyways, so this is where you take the 95, and then right here around Rainbow Boulevard, there is an on-ramp that will take you to a highway, a local highway, a high-speed highway at 65 miles an hour called Summerlin Parkway. And Summerlin Parkway will run just like as my mouse is, and it will literally tee you off at a dead end into Summerlin West, where this community is. There's an exit here, so there will be more freeway infrastructure in the future in this location. So that's kind of where we're at.
All right, you guys, we are now at the 2,175 square foot model. Just like the last one, this is 3 to 4 bedrooms. This is also a 2-story and 2.5 to 3 bath. So let's come take a look at this one. So I'm actually going to show you right here. This is the downstairs bathroom and bedroom. So you also have a tub and shower.
So there's not a half bath downstairs, so whoever's living in this room, if it is a full-time living situation in this room, this is the bathroom they're going to be using. So your guests will be sharing this bath if you have guests come over.
But I'm loving this model.
This is a great model, super open floor plan again. Again, your living room is just right inside your kitchen. And as I mentioned, one of our favorite things is to always kind of prepare dinner and entertain while we're watching over the kids, or if you had guests, or just however your lifestyle is. It just makes it really easy and convenient. Everything you need is just right here in this room. Again, beautiful kitchen. They have the separate range, the microwave and oven here, and of course you're going to have to talk to us to speak with the sales consultant on what comes with, what can be added, what's upgradable. But what doesn't change in terms of upgrades and the finishes and the backsplashing or maybe the extra high cabinets is how it's laid out. So you're always going to have this kitchen format here with your island right there, which is a dine-in island as well. And then, of course, the staircase is going to be right here.
And then this would be your pantry.
This is a reach-in pantry, so you're not going to get that giant walk-in pantry like you had. They call it a reach-in because your arm reaches in. It's called a walk-in if you can fully walk in, obviously. You gonna close me out? Go ahead. There's enough space for one human in there.
Harry, are you in there?
Of course I am, Hermione. All these houses seem to have a massive under-the-stairs storage space. It wasn't something that was done in the 80s or 90s, but for some reason nowadays, they always have this massive under-the-staircase storage where people are putting their Christmas trees, their wrapping paper. We put our luggage, our giant luggage that we only use a couple times a year, we just throw it underneath our stairs. So that's something the builder took into consideration when making these, giving you extra place to hide your belongings.
All right, let's go check out upstairs.
Here we are at the top of the staircase, and the first room you're going to find off the top of the staircase is the primary bedroom.
Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. This is an upgrade, and it would be something you could even do afterwards, but I love this. This accent wall is actually real tile, and it's completely grouted in. So these are all individual little tiles, which is really impressive that someone spent the time to lay. How many tiles do you think here? Like 1,000 little thin tiles, but it makes a great accent wall. Again, that's not something that's going to come with the house. That's an upgrade, or you could do that yourself once you've bought the home, but I just like the stylistic choices that they put in here.
And then just a side note, this has nothing to do with this community, but when you work with Kyle and you're buying or selling a property, you'll notice every once in a while he'll take his ring and just knock on things. So to figure out if the floor is actual wood or tile or laminate, you'll just hear him taking his ring off and clinking it. So something fun you'll notice when you work with him in the future.
Yeah, that is true. I don't carry around a piece of metal to tap surfaces to determine what surface they are, so I just have this titanium ring here.
So let's go take a look at the bathroom. You have a nice large tub, walk-in separate shower, dual sinks. And then just a peek at the linen closet. And then you also have a walk-in closet in the primary as well. You have another linen closet here.
Towels and blankets for kids and guests. Then all the rooms are kind of in this linear fashion here. So there's another room right here. But it's nice that they put that closet up against this wall here so that there's a little bit more of sound division. So you're not like wall to wall. There's a closet here to kind of deaden some of that sound. And if you know anything about recording music, clothes or blankets make a good sound dampening. And so to have a closet there full of clothes helps mitigate some of the sound that you might hear in this room. Maybe it's a TV or just talking, but it's a great how they did that. Now they put the next closet right here as I walk around. This one is a walk-in closet, but they put this next closet here, and then they divided this room from the other one, again for more sound dampening reasons. You get your laundry room right here. So it's either this room, and then just behind it was that closet, so you're getting more sound division from the farthest room over there to the extra room over here, which is very clever of them to do with that thought of like, how do we keep the noise down for everybody? And another thing that really helps keep the noise down is the bathroom that these guest bedrooms share is on the opposite side of it, so it doesn't share a contiguous wall, so none of the noises are gonna reverberate through the framing in these rooms because that bathroom's on this side. And a bathroom's a noisier room than a bedroom typically. Cabinets closing, showers turning on, sinks, toilets flushing, things
And you
like that.
also get a bathtub and shower in
Yes.
that bathroom as well. And then a nice spacious loft area.
Yeah, you're not necessarily a real loft in Nevada. Though for some reason, realtors use the loft term really loosely for an upstairs den or flex space. So again, here's just an upstairs den or flex space that you could use for whatever. A lot of people just turn them into TV rooms or playrooms for their kids. And then there's one final bedroom right here in this model, how it's designed. And this room is the corner room of the house, so it gets tons of light. Has just a small slider closet, but beyond that, you know, you don't need much more than that. It's a great room, lots of great lighting in here. It's got 3 windows, so it's absolutely beautiful in here with all the views outside of the windows.
And then lastly, there's a beautiful balcony here, and it's very spacious.
Again, offering some of those fantastic views of Red Rock Canyon and the mountains. And you're probably thinking, will these views be completely obstructed by new homes being built? And undoubtedly, some of these views will be obstructed by newer homes. As you could tell, there's one there, and there, and then other homes there. But you're always still going to get a glimpse of those mountain ranges above the rooftops. So even though you won't have quite a sweeping view that you're getting now, or like that view of the strip that you're getting from here, you will still have some great mountain views beyond the rooftops of the homes that get built later on.
Now let's take you to the backyard. All right, so in this backyard, you also get the covered patio if you want to put some furniture underneath and just escape the summer heat. And this is also a really nice space, large enough to put in a pool if that's something that you would be interested in doing.
These walls that you're seeing are usually going to be about 5 feet tall, so do not take those as gospel here. They probably won't be this tall. This is just the model. Sometimes when you'll find that a different home is on a higher elevation, you will get a higher wall, so that will happen from time to time. But again, you know, builders have building code that they have to follow with certain wall heights, and the higher you go, the larger the footer has to be, and the larger the footer is, the more expensive it is. So just be prepared that you're probably not going to get 7-foot or 8-foot walls unless you do have a higher elevated home to your side. Another thing that I wanted to call out, and hopefully you'll be able to catch this, is out here they're doing the flat slate style roof tile. A slate style tile is a flat tile, and that's because they used to make roofs out of slate stone, which is a very flat stone. These are of course made out of concrete. It's a molded concrete, so they take cement, pour it into a mold, and then it becomes concrete. And if you didn't know the difference between cement and concrete, cement is a powder that you mix with water, and concrete is the finished product. That's why they call it concrete. Or they say, you got a concrete idea, that's a solid idea. That's where that phrase comes from. But again, these are concrete tiles. This is the newest style. And if you can catch with the camera on these other roofs, you'll see it out in the distance all of the homes here come with a slate style tile, but the builders created when they do it, they have different color palettes. So some of them will be blue, or not blue, well, it's a grayish blue, but others will be a sand color, and then others might be a auburn sort of brown color. So they do that to kind of mix up the style between the houses so it doesn't look so homogeneous or the same. And so I always bring that up in these videos because Las Vegas is dominated by a terracotta look, which is an orange clay from Italy. It's an orange clay style tile. So if you watch my other videos, you'll see as you drive through the valley, orange rooftops everywhere. And my brother always goes, why is this whole town covered in ugly orange roofs? It's not Italy. In Italy, they actually have the real terracotta clay that has oxidized iron or rust in it, which causes it to be orange. They would slump mold those, meaning they would just lay the clay over, cook it in the kiln, and that's how they made the roof tiles out in Italy. So I don't know why that style became so proliferated in Las Vegas, but that style is done with. Now you're gonna find the slate style or flat tile. And by the way, if you didn't know or you speak to a roofing professional, they will corroborate with me when I say this, that the flat slate style tile has a better durability than the S-shaped tiles that they used in the past that you will find all over the valley. So that's just another thought that the builder took into consideration when making these homes, to put a more advanced or better or more updated roof style tile on these roofs. All right, before we jump into this last model here on this thing, I want to explain that there are two communities or two styles of homes within this community. They have the landings, which are these three two-story models that we've visited, and then they have the reserves. But something really special and the big draw about this community is the elevated topography. There's a lot of level changes in this community, giving sweeping views for a lot of the homes in the community. But more importantly, if you don't know Las Vegas is in a valley, and it kind of goes upward on one side at Mount Charleston being the highest point. That's our closest mountain in the Spring Mountain Range. And then the lowest point over near Henderson, or actually Boulder City's much closer to Lake Mead, which is our lowest point. And so currently right now we are at 3,619 feet in elevation. So that's one of the highest places in all of Las Vegas. We're currently at the highest spot in town basically. And that's what's very special about this community, is that you're in the highest elevation you can find in the whole city, being in this community right here. And that is something that is hard to find. But more importantly, you're going to find temperatures being just a little bit cooler than you would if you were down by the lake where it gets hottest. Lowest in elevation, if you know anything about Badwater Basin or Death Valley, it's below sea level and is the hottest place in the world. And so similarly here, the higher you go, a little bit cooler, the lower you go, a little bit hotter.
All right, so now we are in front of the 2466 model. I'm excited to show you guys this one. This one is actually my favorite. And just so you guys know, we are showing you these three models in this community, but there's actually 5 different floor plans. So if you have any questions, if you're wondering, you know, can I get this home with an additional bedroom, or any questions at all, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to us and we'll get you all that information.
That's great to mention because there is some customizability here. Mm-hmm. If you're like, you know what, I needed a full bathroom upstairs, they can change that. So these floor plans aren't set perfectly in stone. They can make alterations to better fit your needs. So we would deal with the sales consultant and get that dialed in to making the home exactly what you're looking for with your preferences.
All right, let's
Check
take
it
a
out.
look.
Here we are again. You'll notice that these floor plans all have a really similar downstairs layout, with the large kitchen that opens up to the dining room and the family room. This island and bar is definitely the biggest because we're in the largest model here. So get a little bit more bang for your buck in this kitchen. Again, beautiful cabinets, plenty of space, and then behind the lens of the camera, you would be taking a look at a walk-in pantry, not a reach-in, so you get a little bit larger pantry in this kitchen. And here it is.
All right, I want to show you guys something downstairs before we go upstairs. Right where we entered, you have your garage entrance as well, and then you also have your closet. Shoot. And then right as you walk into the house to the right-hand side, you have the ability to turn this into an office or a bedroom. It is zoned to be a bedroom because you do have your window and then also your closet. This is the office here at the new build.
Sales
At
office.
the sales office. So right in there is actually the sales office.
If you did want the downstairs bedroom package here, that they would easily convert this half bath into a full bath.
Right.
So instead of just having an office and a half bath, you could have a full bath for a full-time downstairs occupant.
Great point. Okay, now I'm going to take you guys upstairs.
Some of my favorite banisters here with the brushed nickel inlaid rods. Those are always really cool. You get more of them up here. That is an upgrade, so if you want to have that, you got to ask them to add it.
So first we're going to take you to the primary after you get a good look of this spacious
beautiful
loft.
upstairs den / loft. Incredible views. That's the Las Vegas Strip down there, and you can see from the frames of the roofs of the houses that you probably still will have an unobstructed view of the Strip after these are being built. You could tell where those houses would be, and everything else, because again, we live in that bowl, would be lower and lower and lower as they built more eastward towards the Strip, because we're at the very far end of the town. Then I'll show you on the map where we are located so you can see exactly where this community is.
That's right. And then you have your laundry room in here, and you also have additional linen storage space. And I'm going to take you guys over here to the primary bedroom.
Woo, this is the big one.
And this one has direct access to the patio.
If you notice, that's different from the last homes. The balcony in this one isn't off of the loft area, it's off of the primary bedroom. So you get your own balcony for your primary bedroom. I would run this way. And here we are again with the most majestic view in town, the multi-million-dollar view at a price under $1 million. So look at these incredible views of the city and downtown. Vic, show them what they're looking for.
Well, giant walk-in closet. That could be the size of a bedroom. You have your shower and dual sinks.
And then the water closet just over there. The loo.
The loo.
Now let's take you to the rest of the house.
So we're going to talk to you guys about the energy efficiency in this house.
These homes are basically an Energy Star certified home, and if you're not familiar what that means is that they're insulated more efficiently. The windows, door seals are just better crafted so that you're not spending more on your electric bills. And you'll notice when you walk through, not just this builder, but many other builders that are Energy Star certified, is they'll explain that a used home that's not maybe as efficient, around the same size, might have a more expensive energy cost for the month, while this home would be averaged to be around $158 a month worth of energy cost. And so basically I like to illuminate that you're going to spend about $1,000 less a year on your energy, heating, and cooling bills that you would maybe buying an older resale home that just isn't as energy efficient. Like the air conditioner might be a little bit older, so that's not as efficient. It draws more power. The insulation might not be as sealed, so maybe it doesn't stay cool as long or as efficiently. And so that's something that they like to recommend and sort of explain to people, that these homes are built in a fashion that they are going to be more cognizant via the construction period to make sure that you're not spending as much on your bills by being more energy efficient.
On that note, let's go take a look at the outside. And what I love about this floor plan is that you get a large patio cover. It just spans the whole width of the entire house.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of space that you can really work with. Especially when it gets really hot in the summer, you can still come out here and enjoy yourself and not have to, just hide away in the house all day. You really have that nice shade cover.
And if you wanted more shade, you could even put another Aluma frame patio cover off of this patio cover to give you even more sun covering. Of course, you'd have to get that cleared with the HOA here, but there's just so many options you can do when you actually get a backyard. Unlike some of these other builders where you only get 10 or 15 feet off the back wall, you get 20 some odd feet here in these backyards, so it's definitely a nice feature to have.
Another thing that I think is really important for us to mention is that in this specific location, this will actually be one of the most economically priced homes in this area.
Definitely.
Compared to what some of the other builders are pricing their properties at.
Now, while we don't typically share sales prices, incentives, or interest rates, we can tell you right now that there's another builder literally right here, stone's throw across this street, that the community borders with, that are starting at $2 million. So you've got a much more affordable product for this area comparative to all the stuff being built around it, and that's special.
Right behind us is Grand Park, and it will be the largest park here in Summerlin.
Right behind us, you can see all the construction vehicles, all the rocks and everything going on. This park is going to be massive. It's going to be a 915-acre park, and for perspective, all of Summerlin's only 22,500 acres, so to put 900 acres of park is a lot of real estate in the most prime real estate in the entire valley. So this is going to be a very special park to have in Summerlin, not just because it's the biggest, but it also is going to have one of the best views in the entire city.
All right, cool. And now that you're here, I want to just show you some awesome fun things. As you can tell, there's a lot of golf here. Here's the Angel Park Golf Course right here. That's really close. And here's TPC Golf Course if you're into golf. Another one is Bears Best and Red Rock Country Club. Also, this is Sienna, an age-restricted community, another golf course. So if you're looking at Summerlin, it is full of golf courses. Again, that main draw, and something that people come from all over the world. My cousin, he's a geologist, came from New York. He had to go to Red Rock. Here's the Red Rock Canyon, big tourist destination. Make sure that you make your reservation online. If you're going on a busy day, they will not have room for you on a weekend most of the time, especially with good weather. You got to make your reservation online to get into the park because it does fill up and has a capacity maximum. So anyways, other things that are nearby Summerlin, there's a great hike over here. You'll see Lone Mountain. This is a little mountain that is kind of all by itself, but it's got a walking trail that goes all the way around it, and it has a peak that has an incredible view of the entire city. Also, there's a fantastic park here, Majestic Peak Park, Lone Mountain Park right here. There's a bunch of great parks right there. But what I really like about being in West Summerlin here is that you can take the 215 all the way to the 95, and that'll take you into Kyle Canyon, and or it'll take you up to Lee Canyon. And if you're not familiar with Lee Canyon, that is where our local ski resort is. We took our kids there last weekend. We had an absolute blast snowboarding. If you like skiing or snowboarding, or just want to escape the heat and go up to the nice mountains in the summertime, or if you want to play in the snow and go sledding, we still have that, even though we are in a desert. If you didn't know about Mount Charleston right here, Mount Charleston is our local high elevation mountain, over 11,000 feet. And so those are some of the awesome benefits. You get great hiking. There's great cycling in here. If you watch our Welcome to Summerlin video, you'll notice that they talk about cycling. There's tons of cycling here, great hikes, hiking trails, and just fantastic proximity. But also notice the strip is located here. So you're never really going to have to deal with too much traffic or deal with, all the riffraff and things that you might not enjoy that are closer towards a more metropolitan area or center of the town. This is on the outskirts. So if you've noticed, Summerlin is literally at the edge of town, and some people love being on the fringes of town and being outside of town. Now, if you're like, I'm flying at least once a month, I need to be near the airport, I don't want to pay a $50-$60 Uber ride to the airport, then maybe you might consider not being in Summerlin and being somewhere in like Anthem or Green Valley or somewhere closer to the major airport right here. And so those are some of the fun things that you would experience on this part of town being in West Summerlin.
Now we just took you on a tour of the landing, and there are 5 total floor plans, but there are only 3 models. So we showed you guys the 3 models, but if you guys have any other questions about what those other floor plans might look like, definitely reach out to us. Now we are standing in front of the reserves, and there are 2 models here for this community, but there are 5 total floor plans as well.
Now the difference between the 2 of these is that the landings are going to have all 2-story built homes versus the reserves, which are going to have single stories and larger 2-story models as well. Now they're not 2 separate communities. We're going to show you a clip of the map here, and on the map you'll realize that these homes are kind of interwoven or dispersed amongst one another. So they're not separate communities, they're just different floor plans within the same communities, but different collection of homes. Now the ones behind us are the reserves.
Here at the reserves, there are 5 total floor plans. 3 of them are going to be single-story floor plans, and 2 of them are going to be the 2-story floor plans.
Now it's important to know that the lot sizes are actually bigger on the reserve models. However, you may not feel like you're getting much more yard space because the single-story footprint is a lot bigger than a 2-story home's footprint. So the yard spaces will be a little bit larger, and the lots themselves will definitely be larger, but the sizing is going to be kind of comparative to the landings ones.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys are thinking about moving to Summerlin West or any of the villages in Summerlin or anywhere in Las Vegas, we would be honored to help you. Definitely reach out to us, and we would love to assist you with your buying, selling, and investing needs.
And if you're thinking about getting a new build home or a new construction like the ones we've seen today, give us a call and we'll schedule a private tour for you so you're not wasting your time driving to and fro trying to figure out what fits your needs. We'll help you determine exactly where you need to go for your preferences and your lifestyle. And also, more importantly, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We make new videos for you guys every single week. We love making videos for you guys. And so if you want to stay up to date on everything Las Vegas, make sure to hit that subscription button so you can stay up to date.
Also, leave us a comment with any questions that you guys might have. We also have a relocation guide for you guys as well, free to download, so check that out if you're interested. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!